Good day, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Ito na naman ako with another video. Today is yung continuation ng album tier list natin. Nag-add ako ng mga bagong albums dito. We have Piñata, College Dropout, Bread, DS2, Heartbreak Season 2, It Was Written, Never Too Much, Drip Too Hard, Detroit Deli, Bees, An Evening with Silk Sonic, Circles, Channel Orange, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, Paid in Full, Ligtas, Ramona Parks, Broke My Heart, Something About Antisocial, Please Forgive Me for Being Antisocial. Yes. 1999, and Songs in the Key of Life. So, puro rap, but after nitong episode na 'to, I think magbabawas na ako sa rap kasi yung mga susunod na i-re-review natin more on pop punk, mga iba't ibang genres na. May rock, and yun, abangan nyo yun. Kung meron man nanonood nito kasi yung last video walang ni isang views. But yeah, this is just a creative outlet for me para sabihin yung mga opinions, para sabihin yung mga gusto kong sabihin about the things that I love. So expect na hindi lang puro music to. I will also talk about basketball. I will also talk about video games, movies, basta basta pop culture or anything under the sun talaga. Pag-uusapan ko dito, baka gumawa ako ng constellation tier list and mga kung ano-ano pang mga kalokohan. So, abangan nyo yun. And yeah, alam ko nag-i-English ako kasi nasanay ako, tsaka mukhang mapurma mag-English eh. Pero magtatagalog din ako. So, Taglish tong stuff na ginagawa ko. And sana magustuhan niyo yung mga sasabihin ko. Or kung hindi naman, pwede naman kayo mag-comment. Sabihin niyo yung mga opinions niyo about these albums na pag-uusapan natin. So, yun lang. And let's start. So, okay. Starting off with Piñata by Freddie Gibbs and Madlib. O nga pala, nag-research ako sa mga albums na to pero wala akong na-research sa Piñata. So, kung akong tatanungin, I think kasi ito alam kong maganda siyang album and stuff like that. Pero para sa akin kasi, parang wala siyang okay kasi isang beses ko pa lang 'to napapakinggan compared sa mga ibang album na pag-uusapan natin. And hindi hindi pa siya um, nagsi-sink in sa akin kasi kailangan ko ng multiple listens para ma-absorb ko yung isang album. Tsaka para makuha ko yung parang gustong ibigay ng album. Kasi sa first listen, parang pinapabayaan ko lang siya. Papakinggan ko lang siya on the background. And then, hanggang sa may listens, kasi paiba-iba ako makinig ng music eh. Hindi naman, kasi mahirap, mm, I'm the type of person na hindi ako makapag-set aside ng time for media or music. Kasi I think music or anything audio is kino-consume ko siya while I'm also doing something. Now, merong mga albums na pinakinggan ko all on its own kasi medyo free yung schedule ko nun. So, for now, yung Piñata ilalagay muna natin sa better, pero I think it's better or I think na magbibigay ako ng mas nuanced take nito kapag mas napakinggan ko siya. Pero for now, better muna ang Piñata by Madlib and Freddie Gibbs. Hindi ko muna pag-uusapan yung track by track kasi nga wala akong masyadong maalala track by track. Nakinggan ko lang siya as an album itself. And sa totoo lang, hindi ako makapag-critic ngayon ng solid kasi talagang medyo sa sobrang tagal ko nang hindi napapakinggan 'tong album, nakakalimutan ko siya. And same sa mga ibang album, kaya lang yung mga ibang album dito is napakinggan ko na ng madaming beses para makapagbigay ng mas nuanced take. Pero based sa naaalala ko and um, based sa mga shit na naalala ko when it comes to Piñata, I'm gonna put it at better with, with Chance the Rapper. Anyway, next is College Dropout by Kanye West is for me um, excellent. I think oh, okay. Um, just some facts before anything. Um, so um, alam niyo naman siguro yung story about yung Through the Wire, kung ba't siya tinawag na Through the Wire. Tinawag siyang Through the Wire kasi ano, pinerform niya yung rapping part, yung rapping vocal chops niya with his jaw wired shut kasi na-involve siya sa isang car accident and gusto niya mag-rap tapos kaso nga lang inoperahan yung jaw niya kaya makikita niyo yung jaw ni Kanye parang parang medyo naging bloated siya. Dahil siguro yun sa surgery, pero hindi ko alam. Pero that's just my speculation. Pero yun yung story behind Through the Wire. And addition, um, nung pinakita ni Kanye kay Pharrell Williams, makikita nyo to sa documentary na Genius. Nung pinarinig niya pala kay Pharrell, yung draft ng Through the Wire, yung rapping part nun is naka-wire talaga yung jaw niya. Pero alam ko yung nakalabas ngayon is normal na siya nung nilabas yun. And meron sinasabi dito na sa meron kasing ano, um, mga pictures si Kanye about yung nakasuot siya ng Louis Vuitton backpack. Prevalent to dito sa College Dropout. I think yan din yung suot niya habang suot yung backpack. Ang sinasabi do'n is nilalagay niya do'n yung old disc and demos niya. Tapos um, during this time, nagpo-produce si Kanye ng mga tracks as little as 15 minutes at a time. Pero kung tatanungin niyo kung anong opinion ko dito, I think na um, it's because um, medyo draft pa ito. Siyempre, i-re-refine pa nila pero makakagawa ka ng finished track in 15 minutes pero yung mga extra nuances idadagdag. Pero sa tingin ko yung core tracks is finished na. So favorite song from here is oh no. Oh, I'm gonna put it at excellent. Hindi siya perfect. I'm really sorry. Pero yun, my favorites, my favorite songs from this album is We Don't Care, All Falls Down, Spaceship, Jesus Walks, Never Let Me Down, um, um, Two Words, Through the Wire, Family Business, and Last Call. My favorite song from this one is my top song is Family Business. I really love yung pagkakasample niya, yung pag-push and pull, yung tension, paggamit ng pag-interpolate ng nursery rhymes, and all that stuff. Ang ang nagpababa sa akin kung bakit excellent is yung The New Workout Plan. Medyo nababadoyan ako dun sa song na The New Workout Plan. Um, Sa totoo lang kapag nakikinig ako ng album hindi ako nag-skip, pero kapag lumabas na yung skit about the new workout plan, skip agad ako automatic kasi hindi ko talaga siya nafi-feel. So, yon. The album talks about merong themes 'to ng siyempre nasa college, how Kanye is a college dropout. Tapos andito yung story niya about pursuing his dream na maririnig niyo dun sa Last Call, maririnig niyo kung paano niya itinaguyod yung music, kung paano niya pinaglaban sa iba't ibang companies, A&R hangga't sa ma-sign siya with Rockefeller ni Jay-Z. Kasi um, as you all know, the previous years naging producer si Kanye ni Jay-Z dun sa album niyang The Blueprint. So, yun. Um, Slow jams is great pero medyo nababadoyan ako sa speed rap. Hindi ko lang alam kung bakit. It's just a personal preference of mine pero nababadoyan ako kapag nakarinig ako um, ng super fast rapping style type stuff kasi I don't know, hindi ko lang talaga natitripan. Parang kasi na-ingrain sa akin yung parang shit nila Eminem, yung Eminem na bago, na na lyrical miracle type shit kaya siguro nababadoyan ako pero okay naman siguro yung verse ni Twista here. But kasi contrast siya ng super soulful singing ni Jamie Foxx and yung verse ni Kanye West na hindi naman ganun kabilis. So, yon. Pero hindi ko ini-skip yung slow jams kasi maganda naman siya kung papakinggan. So, next song na pag-uusapan natin is Bread by The Alchemist. One of my favorite producers of all time. First is J Dilla. So itong Bread is, I think, part of a thing or part of a bigger album ni Alchemist na um, na, about sandwich, I think. Tapos, sinasabi dito sa research ko, may limited edition release yung bread na um, na kasama siya ng isang album pa na Lunch Meat na released noong 2018. Um, 500 copies lang yung ginawa so collector's item 'to. Okay, so collaborations naman dito is West Side Gun, Conway the Machine, Rock Marciano, um, um, Earl Sweatshirt. So, i-search na natin. Yun nga, Rock Marciano, Black Thought, yeah. So, those are the features dito. Tapos, yung mga instrumentals is nandyan na din siya. So, favorite song is Ecolai featuring Earl Sweatshirt. Um, I mean, lahat naman ng song dito is maganda and hindi siya ganun kahaba kaya easily digestible siya. Pero medyo underground yung pagkakagawa kaya hindi siya masyadong accessible to different listeners. Um, so, my favorite song nga is Ecolai and wala naman akong song dito na hindi gusto. Lahat gusto ko. Yeah. So, yeah. Um, kahit natapos na yung album, papakinggan nyo lang yung mga beats ni Alchemist. Magaling siyang gumawa, pagkaka-arrange, pagkakagamit ng different samples. Like, kahit matapos na yung mga songs na may so going back, meron lang interference na naman, nakakainis kanina pa, is DS2 by Future. So I'm gonna put it at great. Um, ang meaning pala ng DS2 is Dirty Sprite 2. Dirty Sprite um, is another term for lean. And alam naman natin na si Future is, ewan ko lang ngayon pero dati is a user of lean. Tapos ang main theme ng album na to is about excess and hedonism. Itong album na 'to debuted number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart, selling over 147,000 copies in its first week. It solidifies Future's position as a major player in the hip-hop industry. So, nakikinig ako ng NFR podcast, nakikinig ako ng mga ibang music channels and malaki yung or mataas yung praise from DS2 kaya pinakinggan ko na din siya. Um, and searching sa Spotify makikita nyo na merong track by track version itong DS2. Um, ito yung parang thing na parang parang ini-explain niya yung bawat track. After each track, I think, di ko pa siya pinakinggan or hindi ko siya papakinggan kasi napakalaking time commitment niya at I don't like it. Parang documentary siya in a way. But if you like that, pakinggan nyo, I think makapagbigay siya ng better nuance sa album na 'to. So, my favorite song here is favorite song is TikTok. It's just catchy and napaka-energetic nitong album na 'to. Kapag pinakinggan niyo, Thought It Was a Drought, Answer the Bass, TikTok, Freak Ho, Slave Master, and all that. And kasi nga napakadaming tracks, hindi ko siya ma-fit around sa head ko. So, kung sakaling meron akong naiwanan na stuff, kayo ng bahala doon. So, next album is Heartbreak Season 2 by Because. I think great. So, wala akong facts na na-research dito. But, it's a good extension or it's a great sequel of Because album Heartbreak Season. Makikita mo na mas malaki yung budget dito. Kasi makikita mo yung mga collaborations niya dito is kasi makikita mo dun sa Heartbreak Season 1 parang yung mga collaborations niya is around small groups, underground musicians relatively to when you compare this, when you compare the feature list dito. Dun sa una sila Price Tag, Chris Delano, FTD. Um, kung i-research mo yung or kung magde-delve deep ka sa hip-hop scene ng Pilipinas, makikita mo na yung mga um, album or yung mga artist na yon is relatively kung kinumpare mo dito is not that big. Dito makikita mo si Skastokli, John Roa, Mysterio, and John Roa again. Tapos yung parang production value niya mas nag-lean heavily dun siya sa trap soul, which is I really love yung beats niya, trap soul, gumagamit ng reverb dun sa mga vocal. Um, highest hit dito is BMW. It's a raunchy, naughty song about fucking in the backseat of a BMW. So my favorite song here is Marlboro Black 2. That's the top song here, at least in my opinion. Di na pwedeng ayusin natin to. BMW, um, lagi, all the time, 70, and di na sana are all bangers. And ito yung pinaka, or not, this was released 2020 and medyo malayo yata yung, yes, 2 years since his last release, Heartbreak Season. So medyo malaking news to nung nag-drop. So susunod is, nakailan na ba tayo? 1, 2, 3, basta 4, 4. So I think I'm just gonna do 5 for today. So next is It Was Written. Um, I think it's at great. Ang dami na nating sa great. Pero just as I said on the last episode, when it comes to art, talagang madali ako mag-appreciate, and kapag it really depends on the artist talaga kung pangit talaga yung gawa nila, dun lang ako aayaw eh. Pero when it comes to like this stuff, I think that um, kung talagang above or average to above average ka, talagang I love your album. Pero hindi yun yung case kay It Was Written. So, It Was Written is a great album. Kaya lang kailangan ko pa siyang um, pakinggan ng ilang beses para magbigay ng fair assessment and fair criticism sa album. Pinot ko siya sa great dahil sa pangalan ni Nas. And medyo and catchy naman siya. Alam ko nag-feature dito si Lauryn Hill. Search natin. Nag-feature dito si Foxy Brown, Lauryn Hill, and Nas is coming with Dr. Dre, which is huge at that time kasi merong rift yung East Coast and West Coast. And parang dito pinag-uusapan nila na fuck the East Coast and West Coast, let's do music together. Quote and end quote. Um, okay, so na-research ko dito is yung music video for Street Dreams na yung third song is heavily inspired by 1985 film Casino by Martin Scorsese. I don't know. And sinabi pa dito na si Nas nag-hire ng same cinematographer na si Robert Richardson na nagtrabaho din para dun sa movie na Casino. Tapos itong album na 'to, dito nag-debut yung supergroup ni Nas na The Firm, consisting of Nas, Foxy Brown, AZ, and Nature. Itong collaboration na 'to is highly anticipated, pero meron daw mixed reviews upon its release. At least that is the opinion of the research na meron ako. Pero it's good. Black Girl Lost, If I Ruled the World is my favorite song coming from this album, and it's the biggest song here. So what does that say about me? The Message, I Gave You Power, Street Dreams, Watch Them People, Nas Is Coming, Affirmative Action. So I put it at great for now kasi I feel like it deserves that. So yan. Yun lang for today. 5 albums lang para hindi masyadong mahaba yung discussions and hindi masyadong inflated yung mga ginagawa ko. Gusto ko lang maayos itong shit na 'to. So, yon kung may nakikinig man, um, kung meron man nanonood itong video na 'to, it would help kung magbigay kayo ng feedbacks and all of that para ma-improve ko pa itong paggagawa ng videos. Even though itong paggagawa ko ng videos is just a pastime, of course, gusto ko din naman mag-improve and stuff. And I have stuff that I know I need to improve katulad ng editing. Kaya lang kasi masyadong malaking commitment sa akin yung editing kaya parang podcast style lang na may konting video or visual aids yung ginagawa ko. So yun, goodbye and mag-usap tayo sa susunod. Leave comments, subscribe, like, or kung ano man gusto nyong gawin, do your thing. And yeah, madami pa mga ibang video channels dito. So if you didn't like this video, you can go to them. NFR Podcast, Anthony Fantano, The Hive Mind, sa local wala akong masyadong alam. Pero madami diyan, mag-search lang kayo and support nyo sila. And I'm just gonna do my best dito, giving my opinions on stuff. Thank you for watching, listening, and yeah, leave comments. I'd love to discuss stuff regarding albums. So yon, goodbye, thank you.